This is my old Fiat 500 and I'm done with it. I'm done. Do you know what? It has served me well. It's been perfectly reliable. It's just so slow. My goodness, it's so slow. Let's put my foot down. Come on! We got up to 40. I got up to 40 mile an hour with my foot on the floor. Oh. It will get you there. It might make you late, but it gets you there. It's small, it's noisy when it doesn't have to be noisy. It's not very comfortable. I'm done. But, oh, what's this? Let me have a look at this. That looks spicy. Right, this car is going. My 3 years are up with it. I'm done. I'm taking it back. The thing is though, it's like where I've been bad-mouthing this car so long, I feel a bit guilty sometimes. I feel like I've ruined her self-esteem. Poor Felicity. That's her name, by the way. That maybe, just maybe, this version, the Abarth 595, might be able to help me appreciate this just a little bit more, to know what it's actually truly, potentially capable of. I mean, overall, it looks a bit better, doesn't it? I have to say the badge looks much better than the basic Fiat badge. Wheels are a bit nicer, I guess. What have we got going around the back? We've got quad tailpipes. That looks quite cool, actually. Monza exhaust. I like the blue, and I like the sort of blue down the bottom there as well. I mean, apart from that, it's still basically a Fiat 500 though, isn't it? So let's have a look inside. Right. Oh, now. This is basically the same as a Fiat 500. Okay, but it's a bit more modern. Let's turn these screens on. There we go. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. This is a 7-inch screen, which is bigger than what I've got, and it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which, I mean, it's not like the future of technology, but it's a vast improvement on what I have. This little TFT digital screen here is quite nice. I mean, it looks a bit funkier. In my car, I have twiddly knobs for the climate controls. This has buttons. Again, I'm happy with that because I like a physical climate control. Even though it's an Abarth, there's no way of hiding that this is a Fiat 500 still. What does this button do? Because on my Fiat 500, this is the city button. So it's got like a steering wheel on it. And when you press it, it just makes the steering a little bit lighter. So I guess this changes the screen and it puts it into sport mode. There we go. Oh, that's quite cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Can I turn it on now? I'm going to turn it on. Let's do it. That sounds quite nice though, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds a lot better than mine. Okay, right, I've got to drive it now. Come on then, let's go for a drive. It's exactly the same, just a bit more modern and sounds a bit nicer. Thing is the driving position is exactly the same. If I'm going to do a long journey in this, I'm going to get a numb bum and it still feels really cramped. I'm trying not to moan about it too much before I've driven it. Come on, let's do it.
The Abarth has the potential to get my heart pumping in a way that my old 500 couldn't dream of. My car has a 1.2 litre 4-pot with 69 brake horsepower. Yeah, 69. It's a plucky little engine, but the Abarth has more than twice the power and a turbocharger. To handle all that extra poke, it's lower, it's stiffer, you get beefier brakes than standard, and the result is...
It's pretty alarming. This is weird. This is like... That's weird. It's like I'm driving my car, but it's like my car is foaming at the mouth. That's what it's like. This is a Fiat 500 that foams at the mouth. This is strange, isn't it? It's got a lovely bit of oomph to it, but the thing is like on paper, it's not particularly rapid. Like it's 0 to 62 in 7.3 seconds. It's got a top speed of 134 mile an hour. But look at it go! Go on! Whee! Well, it's made me smile. Look at that. That is bonkers. That is completely bonkers for something as small and as similar to my Fiat 500 that basically just doesn't move to this. Oh. Right, well, it's bumpy. That is bumpy. I'll tell you what it is, right? A car like the Fiesta ST is much smoother and faster. Listen to that though. It's really bouncy. This is the thing. This is another main thing that I don't like about the Fiat 500 is that I don't like the ride at all. I've done so many long journeys in that car and you end up so uncomfortable with a backache, and I feel like you would still end up feeling the same in this thing. Albeit if it is a little bit more fun on the way. Woo! Oh my God, I'll make my hat fall off. This feels bumpier. The suspension's slightly firmer in this. It's probably because they don't want it to roll that much. But the suspension's definitely firmer. I feel like it's bumping into everything. Feel that steering though. Go on. Yeah, it feels quite agile. And the thing is because of the size of it, I feel like I can chuck it about and throw it around all over the shop and it can handle it. But it is extremely bumpy and it's really noisy. I feel like I'm shouting so I can talk to you, and I know I don't really have to, but I do feel like I'm shouting. Go on, let's get around this corner. There was a little pop there from the exhaust. I mean, it's not boring. I'll give it that. It is not boring. I'm still not sure how I feel about it though. It's strange. I don't want to say that my love of the Fiat 500 has tarnished everything and how I would feel about this car, because it hasn't tarnished how I feel about the 500e. That's a great car, but this is just bonkers. God, yeah, you feel the shove in your back, you do. It is a really nice shove in your back, I can't lie. That's actually quite nice. This is where this car works so beautifully as a city car, because the moment you take it into the country and onto a bumpy road like this, that's just where it completely comes apart, because it just can't handle it. This is where I need something softer than this. I also want to say, because this is a sportier version, I wish the steering wheel was a bit smaller. That's one thing that I've never been a fan of in the Fiat 500, is I feel like the steering wheel is too big for the car. It's like an old bin lid. I think if this was a bit smaller, I think you could whip it around a little bit more and have a bit more fun with it. Not that you need to have more fun with it, because this is fun enough, but it just feels quite big, doesn't it? For such a sporty little number. So the question is, has this car reinvigorated my love for the Fiat 500? No. If anything, it's made me dislike that one more. Would I spend 23 grand on this? No, I probably wouldn't. I mean, it's too small for me. If you are after a city car, then you go for your life. You get one of these, or you get a Fiat 500e. Ignore this one completely, I think is the way to go. Fast, loud, fun, and the Fiat 500e is quiet and fun. And quite cute as well, isn't it? The thing is, for me, I need something a little bit softer and a bit more sensible, so my Kia Sportage is probably going to be perfect, isn't it? But I need something to get home, so might as well. You stay there though, forever.